It can often be missed that dementia residence rooms and dementia units are cold in the winter, especially if you just come in to visit your mother, say, for 10 minutes, half an hour in the toasty warm lounge, and you don't go to the bedroom to see what the temperature is. Bedrooms are always colder than the lounge, and especially at night, and especially in winter. So it's important to go there, not just in the day, but in the evening when the sun goes down, to see what temperature your mother's room is. Now, when you discover this point, you may well realise she needs a heater, so you need to bring in the heater and then put a notice on the wall what temperature you'd like the heater to be put at and what hours. And in that way, your mother can be warm and toasty in her bedroom, get a good night's sleep and at least have some comfort. But for this, you need to go to the bedroom, find out what the situation is, and then sort it out with a heating system that works. And this is often missed. Now, take, for example, if a daughter's coming to see her mother at the dementia unit, she's got the heater sorted. So she comes into the room and she says, look, Mum, I've realised that your room is chilly. It was chilly last time I was here. So certainly it will be chilly at night because it's freezing these days, middle of winter. So here's the heater. It's on rolly little wheels. It's not too big. And I'm just going to put a notice on the wall for your carer to turn it up to a suitable warm temperature for you at night. And we can gauge that as we go along. Now, what I'm going to work out, in fact, no, what I've been thinking, Mum, is I'm not sure if your bedding is suitable. I've never even looked at it, to be honest, been a bit slack. We've done the wardrobe, you've got the jacket, you've got the warm cardies, you've got the lovely scarf and hat, mittens, all sorted. But I'm just going to look at your bedding, if you don't mind. Okay, so you go over to the bed, you look at the bedding. Oh, Mum, I'm so sorry. This is dire for winter. Cold cotton sheets. What is it here? Synthetic blanket, synthetic cover. There's no warmth. There's no wool. There's no feathers. There's no anything. Oh, this is terrible. God, you must be freezing at night, Mum. Oh, well, dear, I think I'm cold all the time at the moment somehow. Well, yes, you will be. This is really bad. Oh, wow. Okay, so instant decision. Decision equals I'm going to bring in all the spare bedding in the second bedroom at home and bring it here for you. I'm going to do it this afternoon, and so you can be warm tonight, Mum. This is terrible. No electric blanket, you can't have them here, I know that. No hot water bottle, you can't have that. Here you are, freezing bed. Terrible. But you've got your heater now, that'll be there, but I'm going to bring all the bedding this afternoon. Your feather pillow, warm sheets, winter sheets, a woolly blanket, and a feather duvet. All of that I've got in the second bedroom, and I've also got a spare mohair rug, which you can have on top of the bed. If you want to come and have a lie down in the day, you can put the mohair rug over you and be cozy, so you don't have to go to the bother of taking your shoes off to go into bed. Just lie down with the mohair rug. I've seen some of the other ladies do that when I've been walking around the corridors with you. Or you can put it over your knee. Oh, I do like it over my knee, dear, when I'm sort of looking out at this, garden. To have I've always had a rug over my knee in the winter, actually. Yes, well, I'll bring that mohair rug. Then you'll be sorted, but oh, this is really bad. The people here must be freezing, all the other ladies as well, People don't realise unless they think it through, and then they come and actually look and see that, none of us sleep like this in the winter and freezing winter weather. Cotton sheets for a start and no wool. Terrible. Anyway, look, I'm going to bring this all in, Mum. This afternoon, I'm going to make up the bed. I'll throw all this other stuff out. I'll give it to the carer. She can do what she wants with it. And you're going to have a cosy bed. You're going to have the heater on, and I'll put it at the right temperature there. And then, and you've got your woolen cardies in the day, your jacket for when we go out for a walk. Now, there's one other thing I thought of. What was it? Oh, yes. Actually, your carer told me about this one just when I came in this morning. She said you need a proper nightie. Not nightie. Well, you do need a proper nightie, but dressing gown. Hadn't even thought of it, because she explained to me that you get dressed and many of the ladies here do, you get dressed for an evening wear later in the afternoon before dinner. So you're going to dinner in your nightwear. Hadn't even thought of it. Or skinny blimmin', nighties. You have to have a dressing gown. And I looked in the wardrobe, you've got no dressing gown, no decent dressing gown. Oh, how are we going to go about that? I don't have a dressing gown because I don't wear dressing gowns. But and Joan, getting anything from her is so difficult. I think I'll have to go to Bob. I'll have to go to Bob and just say, look, Bob, Mum needs a dressing gown. Can you give me $50 and I'll go down to Farmers and get one or something? That has to be done in the next couple of days. You can't be having no dressing gown, and terrible thin. And I'll get you a nightie. No, you need 2 nighties. That's right. Your carer said you need 2 winter nighties and a dressing gown. Oh, that'll be at least 200, will it? I've got no idea. Anyway, Bob said he'll pay for what's needed. So I'll get that. Bob's very good, dear. Well, he is with this, I have to say, Mum. He's fantastic. So I'll get all that stuff. That'll take a bit of time. I'm a bit busy the next couple of days, but next 48 hours, you'll have your dressing gown and your 2 nighties, and this afternoon, all your warm bedding. My goodness, there's been so much to organise, but it's all right. We're getting there, Mum. You just don't realise how much there is to do. People just think you come into a dementia unit, that's it, everything's sorted. But no, not sorted. No, that's not the case at all. A lot has to be worked out. But now that we've got everything in place, I think, no doubt other things will come up, but the basics in place. Haven't even looked at your shoes yet. That's another day. I think we'll just deal with the warmth subject at the moment. Get you nice and warm for winter and cozy. That's the main thing. And we can work on other things from there. So, Mum, we all love you. And, Joan has her ways and means, but finances, man. When you're an accountant, you don't think of anything but money, honey. That's it. That's all she thinks about. Doesn't think about the practicalities. Thank goodness for Bob's support. And at least I'm practical, I know that part. Positive, maybe not as much. But I'm working on it, Mum. And, it is good, dear. You're doing so well, dear. I'm so grateful. Oh, do you think I'm doing well? Well, yes, dear. You're making so much effort, and I can really see that it's working, being positive for you. Oh, good. I'm pleased you can see it. I don't feel it at the moment. But once this is all sorted, I think we'll be all right. It's a big mission, Mum. Honestly, all these things, there's no guidebook or rule book. Well, actually, I have actually written about all these things in these 2 books at length, The Resident's Voice and The Resident's Rise, both from a dementia unit, and on Amazon and my website, pietavalentine.com. Good reading, easy reading, happy reading most part, all the residents' experiences, how we can help. And one, like a little sort of dual encyclopedia all in one place, rather than having to go through 700 YouTube videos, which is excessive, I must say, but still all important, all necessary. But the books are great because everything in one tidy compartment, and you can just take them in your handbag to the unit, or one book at a time, quite light, take them in your handbag and study them up there. If your relative's having a shower or hair washing or whatever, and you need to wait for them to get their cares finished, you can just study it up and, take a different point each time. You can write in those books and do your little notes and dates and things you want to keep track of for yourself and for informing the family. Lots of things can be done with those books. The daily diary for the dementia unit, very good. And also for doctors' meetings, it's good to keep a note of everything for doctors' meetings. So at the back, you can just, there's spare pages, you can just write in there for the doctors' meetings, all the things you need to keep an eye on. We should probably do another video on doctors' meetings. They're such an important thing. Might just do that. So anyway, thank you for your support, your likes, and please subscribe. Thank you.